Thank you, Erika. Hello, everybody. I will make it short, to give you a little bit more room for questions. But I'm very happy and very proud to present Bruno Damiani to you. It took us a while until we could get him, but finally he's arrived here, and we are working on the formalities and try to integrate him to the team right now and hope to get him eligible to play as soon as possible. Thank you so far.
Ernst, you said it took a while, and there was some reports that you've had your eye on him for more than one transfer window, that it's been some time. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, it's not like you can sign players when you want it in MLS. It always needs to fit in your budget and the cap in particular. But of course, we got notified even more than a year ago about Bruno, and we are usually preparing our transfers on a longer period of time, and that is part of the game.
Bruno, there's a significant history now of Uruguayan players who've succeeded in Major League Soccer, not just Nico Ladero and Luis Suarez, but Diego Rossi and Gaston Brugman and a lot of players at this point. How much do you know about them, and how much did that make Philadelphia and MLS a place you wanted to be?
Well, first of all, I will ask for some patience because I have a basic English. But I also play with some of them. This year with Mauricio Pereira, I play with Francisco Chinela, and now is Felipe Carvalho in New York Red Bull. So I play with both of them. But I think it's a place. It's a very good place to grow up, to continue my career. It's a big step, and I'm very happy to be here.
Bruno, when this move came up as a possibility, did you talk to any of those guys about what MLS would be like, and what were those conversations like?
Yeah. The last one I talked with, it was with Francisco Ginella about some things of like, I don't know, the rent and all that stuff. And also with Mauricio Pereira, that I was playing in Nacional this year. I talked all the things about the life here and the MLS that is very complicated to understand the matches and the conference, but it's all about that.
Ernst, you said it's taken a while. How much patience did you have to have, one, to get this done, but also to make sure no one else would take him from you? Because it sounds like it's been quite some time he's been on your radar.
Yeah, but it's the striker market is very difficult. Yeah, and it's also not everybody wants to join MLS. So we had quite an intensive search, and we are basically focusing on the ones we can get and reach. Yeah. And it's very important that you know the player, that you know about the background of the player. And we were very, very, very positively happy that he is speaking so well English already, even if he claims not to do. But that makes it very, very easy to integrate somebody if he is capable to understand and immediately perform. And that all finally led to the signing.
This signing's gotten you have three younger, dynamic in your ideal mold of a player, with Jan, central defense, Jovan, midfield, Bruno, and Ford. How do you see now this team taking shape with all these younger guys coming in and kind of getting back to where you guys were in the standings?
Well, I wouldn't say that they are the younger guys. We have a couple of academy prospects we brought in, and these are the real young guys. I think all our new signings are in their best performance age, or are coming to their best performance age. Yeah. And that's what we need to do. I mean, not too many weeks ago, I was sitting here and telling you about the overhaul of the roster, and that's what we have pretty much completed, and maybe there is something to do in addition. but we need to see what we can get. And also what fits in the budget, because in this moment it's getting tighter and tighter.
Bradley, you now have 3 starting caliber strikers, Daniel Gazdag and a few other toys to play with in terms of your attack. What do you foresee in terms of putting them all to best use?
Yeah, I mean, stylistically, and part of a competitive training environment, that's usually the sign and a hallmark of a good, successful team. So, we're trying to elevate each other on the training ground first, and that way we can push each other to new heights on Saturday afternoons or Saturday evenings, right? So, for me, the field is now level, it's open, and there's places and spots to be had, right? So in some of the systems you've seen throughout preseason, we played with a 2-striker tandem, we played with 1 striker up top in a 4-2-3-1. So, I'm excited about competition. I wish I could have spoken that good at German when I moved to Germany back in the day. It would have made the process a whole lot easier. So, he's hit the ground running, and we're going to continue building up his fitness. And it's going to take a little bit of time to get him fully integrated. And but that's the exciting part now. We know he's really a philosophy player. He's aggressive against the ball, holds up the play really well, strong in the air, and a dominating threat in the box. So, all of these things, if you put them in our game model, all speaks to, exactly how he can complement the team.
Bradley mentioned that he's played some 4-2-3-1 this season, which this team hasn't done in great measure for a while. Did that have an impact on your off-season shopping list?
Not really. I think the 4-2-3-1 is very similar to the 4-2-2-2 we have planned, and we are not playing with wingers.
Bruno, what's your comfort level playing alone up top versus playing off of somebody or having a second striker to play off of you?
Yeah, I told them that I used to play always as a solo striker, but I like to have someone close to me to win the aerials and make some passes. So I will be good with any one of those models. So I will probably get good with both.
Do one more in the room and then we'll switch to Zoom for a couple.
Ernst, you've had some experience with bringing in signings late in the transfer window. I wonder if you've learned anything through the years of what it takes. I'm thinking of Michael especially coming in pretty late in February, in whatever year that was. What have you learned about trying to integrate signings late in a transfer window? Is there anything you take away from past years?
Yeah, well, I mean, the earlier usually the better it is. We all know that, but our transfer window is still going for a while, so it just opened, theoretically. Yeah. I think we have still enough time to integrate Bruno, and I think the first couple of games you probably would need to count them as an extended preseason, if you want like that. I mean, we do not play in an international competition in this window, which makes it a little bit easier to integrate players even when they come late. And one reason certainly is also that I wanted to involve the coaching staff in the training and the coaching. This is also kind of a very important signing. We had to get done first before we sign additional players.
You mentioned with Bruno now, I believe that's 7 strikers that you have under contract. How do you view? Obviously, there's not 7 strikers worth of minutes available. I wonder how you kind of view, especially for some of these younger guys behind them, how you want to try and get the minutes.
Yeah, but it was always clearly agreed that they get their minutes in the second team.
All right, we'll take 2 on Zoom.
Jose Núñez.
Bruno, felicidades, bienvenido a Filadelfia. Espero que lo sabes, sos el récord para Filadelfia en cuanto a lo que el equipo ha pagado por un jugador. Obviamente el club es muy joven, solamente 15 años, pero ¿qué significa eso para vos y te da un poco de presión para empezar rápidamente?
Should I take in Spanish or in English?
If you would translate the question, would be convenient for everybody.
I can translate. Dude, that's okay. I just want to give him the comfort of speaking his own language. Which Bruno, you're obviously
Spanish is fine.
Just as long as you make it simple.
Bueno, es un orgullo obviamente para mí ser la transferencia récord. Es un objetivo cumplido. Para mí era una de las principales opciones que tenía venir para acá para la MLS y saber que pusieron tanta confianza en mí los números lo dicen, es un orgullo. Así que bueno, voy a trabajar duro e intentar responder adentro de la cancha.
All right, Todd Lewis, final question.
Thanks, Nico. First, that's now 8 international roster slots you guys have used. You guys only have 7 available. How close are you guys to acquiring a new roster slot? Will that be with somebody potentially getting a green card, or will you guys be making a trade for one?
Well, it was very hard to understand. Could you please repeat the question and a little bit slower? Because
you guys have used 8 international roster spots. You guys only had 7 available. Will you guys be announcing how you guys acquire that 8th slot anytime soon?
yeah, well, there is one green card very close to get a slot, but we don't expect to get it done before roster freeze, but certainly until summer, and that's when we have more space available.
Thank you.
All right, thanks Ernst, Bradley, and Bruno. That's it for the press conference. We're going to move this table out of the way quickly and have a photo op if you guys want to get some pictures. And then we'll go from there. Nico, can you help me move this table? We'll just keep Bruno by himself and then we'll be all set. Thank you, Ernst and Bradley.
All right.
Perfect.
Well done.
Yesterday.